Good morning, Plum here playing What is Hanks, and this is my good friend Crimson Typhoon. He's back. He makes me sick, this guy. He hasn't played tanks for ages, and then he just gets back into playing it literally that day, and he has an enormously successful game like this. It takes me months of effort to get a game like this, and he just gets it straight away. Better players, eh? What's there to say about them? It's a strange thing thinking about players who are just intrinsically better than you. Whenever I play with people who I know on their stats are better than me, like Crimson, and nearly in every game we play, he is always higher up the team scores than me because he is a better player. But what makes him a better player than me? Does he read the minimap better? Does he intrinsically understand the game mechanics better? Is he just naturally gifted? I'm not sure what it is which makes certain players intrinsically better than other good players. I can tell what is the difference between good players and bad players, but what's the difference between good players and good players when it's just these measurable differences where he's always finishing a bit higher than myself? I guess it's just unquantifiable almost. It isn't. It's really hard to put into words what I'm trying to get across, which isn't very good for a YouTube commentator on one of Thanks videos, really. I can't say what I'm trying to say. I'm going to spend the whole match now trying to verbalise what I'm thinking or feeling, but no, we should really be talking about Crimson in his game. And he takes out the CDC. He's always going to penetrate the CDC. And we've already lost a good chunk of our hit points being shot. We have pushed this right flank, so we've got some work to do. Taking on the IS-3 over there, getting a tasty shot in. We're going to fire a lot of rounds in this game, I can tell you. Cromwell is just an astoundingly good machine. Even at tier 8, there are things that you could do because it's mobile, because it's got a quick firing gun. You've always got that potential to flank and shoot tanks in the rear. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to poke out when the IS-3 is looking at him. He's going to take shots when he's not looking at him. If we could track him there, that would be useful for our team. Guns pointing this way, Crimson! Fall back! Maybe this is why he's a better player than me. This is why he's always scoring higher than me in games that we play together. Let's just watch him play and try and understand his thinking that's going on. He is a fidget though, isn't he? He's like my son. Can't sit still. Stop fidgeting, just sit there and wait. There is some logic to continually moving. There's 3 artillery in the game, and if you're continually moving, when you're an artillery player and you're looking at a tank that's continuously going backwards and forwards, you're never 100% sure when to fire. Not like shooting at a still tank. We've worked over this IS-3, an absolute treat. Artillery takes him out. Continual harassment from Crimson kept that IS-3 player unable to kind of advance, unable to retreat almost. He could have retreated, but he didn't seem to want to. You know, we're going to leave the Carnarvon. Good call. I certainly wouldn't have gone around that corner towards the Carnarvon. There's too many heavy tanks and a TD sat back there to pull that off. So rather than race around this corner, we're going to creep around this corner. Using the bushes to try and mask our approach. We're trying to see any tanks that might appear. He has got binos. Hello. ELC. That's unfortunate. We miss. We hit. ELC is now scampering away as quick as he can. Why isn't the ELC going around that rock? I think we got the spotting damage on that one, I think. No one else could see him except us. Are we going down? What's he thinking now? How is this master tactician thinking? He's thinking go towards the base. I guess you look at the minimap, you can see that the ELC is thoroughly entertained by our IS at SU-100. Our Scorpion G and Tigers down to the right flank there, busy. Oh, we've got a low health Carnarvon. He's left the valley and come around towards us. Luckily our speed and mobility gives us the ability to actually move away from the Carnarvon. I don't think he wants to take on his armour. Looks like we're going to get the kill shots we need on this. Oh, you could just kill him. Nice job. The Hummel's taken out of the game. So now we're kind of between a rock and a hard place. The Tiger 2's behind us and can probably get shots on us if he wants to. Is he looking at us or is he looking at... Can't see his gun barrel. Where's his gun barrel pointing? He's looking at the Tiger 1, I think. We can now sit here quite safely and farm some damage. He knows the Carnarvon can't see him. 149. Can we get the kill shot? I'd move, mate. I'd move. Well, at least we think along the same lines then, anyway. Carnarvon's now ready for killing. The Carnarvon's been primed for you, mate. Absolutely primed. Get our gun into position. You get green and pull the trigger. Don't want to hang around. Oh, we let him on 1 hit point. Can we get the kill shot? Superbly done. Taken from cover. M12 artillery coming up next, I think. He's a bit salty. Jeez. Some people cannot take things well, can they? I hold my head in shame at the human race sometimes. I just cannot believe the way people behave because they believe that there's no consequence to it. It's called karma. I'm not a great believer in karma, but I think there's something in it maybe. You lead your life well and probably life is going to be a little bit kinder to you in subtle ways. Got the 112 and the back of a Tiger's turret. I think we'll take these shots. That's going to penetrate. Still finding regular AP. Ooh, we managed to tickle that one in. Because that's the thing. Tickling shots in has always been a thing. In case you're unawares. We're going to get round now and try and finish off this Tiger if we can. I think he knows he's onto a bit of a good game here, you know. We have done a lot of damage. Can we get this 112? That'd be a nice way to finish. Take out a tier 8 heavy tank. I think he's even considering it, isn't he? He's thinking about it. Boom! Kills himself, gets kamikaze. Taking out a higher tier vehicle than yourself. What a way to finish that match. Well played, Crimson. I'd have done exactly the same thing at exactly the same time as you in all those moments. No, I wouldn't have. I'd have done that completely differently and got a lower score. Because that's how I play. That's how I roll. So here's his post-game stats. As you can see, that was a cracking game for him. Ace Tanker, eye for an eye, simultaneously destroy and be destroyed. That's of course in the ramming. The Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter and Fighter effect. We also managed to pick up an Oskins medal awarded for destroying 3 enemy vehicles with a medium tank, and they must be at least 2 tiers higher. So taking out those tier 8 tanks was necessary for that, and at the very end we managed to pick up the Kamikaze. Cracking game in the Cromwell. Sort that by XP, and nearly double the amount of XP than the next best player in his team, and not quite as much as the Rheinmetall Scorpion, but still very impressive haul in the Cromwell for a tier 8 game. 2,500 damage done. He makes me so mad because he's so good and he's just getting back into it again. He's rusty, he said. Ah, Crimson. Detailed report, 35 shots fired, 31 direct hits. This is going to inflate his ego even more, having a YouTube video on his latest return to form. 1,667 spotting damage too. That explains a lot of the XP haul too. Absolutely cracking game. In total respect, mate. You are a damn good player. And that's why I enjoy platooning with you, because you're better than me. You lift me higher and higher. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was Crimson Typhoon in his Cromwell. He sent me another one too, in his 704, which I don't think I've ever featured on the channel. And again, it's a result screen like that, and he's just played it. And he's only banging this drum. He's only come back to it in the last couple of days. Makes me sick. No, I'm not salty. Really, I'm not. It's a rant at Crimson for being good. Don't know what to say about that. Anyway, cut it out. Have a great week. I'm feeling better. I've had a terrible weekend. I felt really bad this weekend. I've had things coming out of my body that you did not want me to talk about. As has my little boy and as has my little girl. My wife managed to dodge that bullet, but you need one person in the house who's fit and healthy. You don't need to look after everyone else who's a bit poorly. But a couple of good nights sleep and some tablets and some fluids, and I'm feeling okay. Good enough to get back to work. Seems to be the way with me. I'm always sick when it's the weekend or on a small break. When your body relaxes just a little bit, that's when the bugs get in. Stay tense. Stay frosty. You won't get sick. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a good week, and keep those replays coming in. I might have more time for them as we're moving into winter. So try your luck. See you all later. Take care. Bye bye.